When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a stake pit in this one. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So South Carolina's offense comes onto the field first today. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. It took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
Catch in the middle, it's Branch. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Grab near the sticks, it's Branch. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. And the Dogs are flying down the field.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Here comes the heat. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. The sure hands, it's Branch. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. That is no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but they left some points off the scoreboard there.
His junior making his presence felt. Making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The play-action fake. Oh, they're after him. Had to get rid of it quickly. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Thomas back to pass. Fires left. He makes the catch. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He got loose and it. Lights out after that. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. The And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Thomas looking to fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to set up the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Gamecocks are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Blasted as he lets it go.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
They kick it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt. He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Catch in the middle, it's Branch. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Snares it outside, it's Frazier. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Tries to get it on the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. He's got it on the right. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Dogs!
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there in that touchdown catch.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off-play action on 1st down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We're here through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Thomas back to pass. Fires to the right. He's got it. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. The Gamecocks are on the move. QB draw. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Toss to the left. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the sack. Just threw that one way too far.
You got to be able to blitz, but get home. It's one thing to blitz just to blitz, but you got to find a way, slip through those cracks. Nice job by the defense. The QB had no clue. He was hanging in there, trying to be tough. Got hit as he threw the football, forced the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Touchdown, South Carolina! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Big-time players make big plays in big games. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fella's rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. LSU delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Baton Rouge. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowout.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll go right back to him. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. He now has 115 yards rushing, and he's closing in on 1,400 for the season. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Gets the back moving. Looking to pass. It's Mendoza. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Red pass, it's complete. The stop, the start, the juke, everything in the bag as he gets to the 29.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability.
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the...
Touchdown Bulldogs! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Thomas looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense, and you saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollack, who really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to two guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other on the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. That's caught. It's Branch.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. They'll move the tight end. Looking for space. It's Frazier. He just won't take a big hit. Slides off guys. Makes moves. He's down to the 21.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Leaves it with the running back. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the 1st half. Before then, they can get another score. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! Getting set for the point after. They get the touchdown, and the quarterback has a brand new tattoo to commemorate the moment.
And I don't think the offensive coordinator's happy about that either. You don't want to see your quarterback get hit like that. Great job standing in there, though, and delivering the ball, even with the defense all over.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They go to the ground. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Thomas back to pass. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Grabbed over the middle, it's White. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. Georgia going up tempo. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Going for it all. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's going to throw deep right side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Right down the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Looking downfield on first down. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Here's the heat. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. And the Gamecocks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll run the toss. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. He'll be stopped short of the 40, right at the 41, and this interception has given them a great opportunity. First play of the drive comes from the 41. From the gun, the ground game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Pulls it in, it's Harbor. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Makes the catch. It's Harbor. He's got first down yardage as they move into the 44. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. Rides the back on the option again. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Snuffed down behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. It's as if you're in GOAT in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Georgia lining up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. On the option. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give to the lone running back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. They pick up that 1st down easily. You wonder sometimes if you're 2-down territory there and you take a shot on 3rd and run it on 4th, but they opt to just move the chains here.
Man, I laugh now watching quarterback sneaks. It looks a lot less fun than back in my day when I played. Because not only are you getting hit from the front now if you're a quarterback, but you've got your own guys running into your back now as well. We see these push plays more and more often today in college football. No fun.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Brown. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. 2nd down coming up. Running back searching for a hole. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving. You give them a 1st down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Thomas looking to fire. Hauls it in. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Lining up to add another.
I love running quarterbacks that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. It's White. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Got enough for the first. Flying down the left side. The 10. Touchdown, Dogs! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field, they're going to have to.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
They've got the weapons to stay aggressive. They just made a big play. Let's see if we can take a shot here into the end zone, score, and try to save as much time on the clock as we can.
Here's the pressure. Ball is out behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Breaks into the open.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
To the air, it's Mendoza. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Use the play fake, now to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Finds his man, it's White. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for space, it's Allen. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. Give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Did some work on the return. They mark him out of bounds right at the 20.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia. And they take it in for 6 more points. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and an ability up front and a belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the run. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll send the tight end in motion. Handoff from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Thomas back to pass. He's got him. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Great place to start for this offense. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next.
Oh, he's got some space. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. UMass is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sam the Minuteman isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over Ohio. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Nothing but green grass down the middle. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Thomas looking to fire. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
This is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Clark. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party gift. A late touchdown. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense.
Turning it on. Got him downfield. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
And that's good enough for a first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The toss to the right. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
The Bulldogs with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. That's caught. It's Branch. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they didn't. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.